My transition out of the military into real estate full-time was a lot different from other people when they, come out of something so structured. My name is Aaliyah Clark. I'm an agent with Costello Real Estate Investments. I've been with Costello for almost 2 years. Someone that I followed on Instagram, she was an agent in North Carolina. At the time I was deployed. She told me about Costello, and then there was another one. I honestly can't even remember the name. But I had a meeting scheduled with Ms. Costello, and I can remember it like it was yesterday. It was nighttime, and me and him were on like a Zoom call. It was probably like 8 o'clock in Kuwait at the time, and it was daytime here. And that's kind of, how I got with Costello. I think that he was really inviting. He made me feel like I wasn't like, I should feel weird about, being a newer agent. So it was a really good experience. Costello, gave me a bunch of opportunities like with the Zillow program and, just being there and having a bunch of different avenues to learn. So I never felt like I was like alone or anything like that. The past 2 years, while I've been with Costello, I've also been pursuing my master's degree. It's with a concentration in real estate. I'm going to be finishing that in December. Finally, it was like I could take what I learned from working with Costello and apply it to my master's. And North Carolina Central is the only HBCU to have a real estate program. So I felt like I made connections through my master's, and I made connection with Costello. So I was able to incorporate my education and my career, where most people, they think that, a master's degree or an education in a formal education isn't really like worth it. But I definitely felt like I was able to connect the two pieces together. Honestly, straight to the PhD. So my goal long term is to get abandoned warehouses and, try to keep our green spaces green. I don't really, like the idea of like development, but I'm more of a redevelopment type of person. I think that we should take the buildings that we have already and turn those into, affordable housing, or just housing in general for people, because we already have these structures that are up. We might as well use them. They're taking up all this space that we could be utilizing and not tearing down the trees and all that good stuff. We still need to breathe at the end of the day. They help us breathe. Okay? They help us breathe. At the end of the day, it's all real estate, right? So the land is real estate. The buildings that come on the land, that's also a part of the real estate or real property. So we need to have the buildings because people need buildings to live in, but we also need these green spaces to make sure that the animals and all of the little rabbits and bunnies and deer, they have their spaces as well. That way we can coexist. That's really what my goal is long term. Definitely to keep our green spaces green and, reutilize the buildings that we already have built. The PhD is going to be it. That's going to be it. Yeah, that's going to be in architecture, urbanism, and built environment. I'm a firm believer in education, regardless if it's formal or if you're just going to vocational school or anything of that nature. I think that you should always be like a lifelong learner, regardless of how you decide to go about it. So if you think that that's the right journey for you, if you think that that's the right avenue for you, then go for it. Don't let anything stop you. Get your education. Because at the end of the day, what is it going to hurt? It's not really going to hurt you. It may take a little bit of your time, but it's not going to hinder you in any way. So I would say go ahead and go for it.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We love you. We're proud of you.
Love you guys too.
Yeah.